In the barren desert near the Dead Sea, a young shepherd searching for a stray goat stumbled into a cave in 1947. Inside, hidden in clay jars, he found fragile scrolls that had remained untouched for nearly 2,000 years. What he uncovered would become one of the most astonishing discoveries in history: the Dead Sea Scrolls. These ancient manuscripts would not only reshape our understanding of the Bible, but also raise questions that remain unanswered to this day. The scrolls contained portions of the Hebrew Bible, along with texts never seen before, writings about prophecy, apocalyptic battles, and secret laws of a mysterious sect. But the real enigma lies not just in what was found, but in why they were hidden and what truths they might still conceal. Scholars believe the scrolls may have been written by a group known as the Essenes, who lived in isolation, awaiting the coming of a messianic age. Their strict rules, their warnings of corruption, and their vision of a final war between the sons of light and the sons of darkness reveal a world gripped by expectation and fear. Yet, some argue the scrolls may not belong to the Essenes at all, but instead two priests fleeing Jerusalem during times of war, carrying sacred writings they could not let fall into enemy hands. If so, these scrolls are not just the voice of one sect, but a collection of beliefs from across ancient Judaism, frozen in time. Among the most fascinating discoveries is the copper scroll, unlike the others written on fragile parchment. This one was engraved on thin sheets of copper. It is not a prayer nor a law, but a treasure map describing vast hoards of gold and silver hidden across the land. To this day, no treasure has been found. Yet the very possibility that ancient riches of the temple lie buried somewhere fuels speculation and mystery. The scrolls also contain variations of biblical texts, revealing that the words of Scripture were not fixed but evolving, shaped over centuries. For some, this challenges the idea of a single, unchanging holy text. For others, it deepens the wonder of how faith was formed. And then there is the question of secrecy. For decades after their discovery, access to some scrolls was restricted. Only a handful of scholars could examine them, and rumors began to spread. Were powerful truths about Jesus, early Christianity, or forgotten traditions being hidden from the world? Eventually, many of the scrolls were published, but suspicion lingers. Have we truly seen everything, or are there still fragments locked away? Modern technology now allows scholars to study the scrolls in ways never before possible, using digital imaging and artificial intelligence to reconstruct missing pieces. And yet, despite all the analysis, the essence of the mystery remains. Who wrote them? Why were they hidden? And what message were they hoping the future would uncover? Some believe the scrolls form a missing link between Judaism and Christianity, hinting at ideas that shaped both faiths. Others see them as warnings of corruption, as guides for a community preparing for the end of the world. Perhaps they were meant to be discovered in our time to remind us that history is never fixed, and that even even the oldest truths can still surprise us. The caves of Qumran still stare out over the lifeless waters of the Dead Sea, silent witnesses to secrets once buried. The scrolls they held have given us glimpses into a world of prophets, rebels, mystics, and visionaries, but they have not surrendered all their mysteries. And maybe that is the greatest secret of all, that some truths are never fully revealed, only whispered across time. The Dead Sea Scrolls remain one of the greatest enigmas of history, a message from the ancient world still waiting to be understood.